Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. We're going to go back onto Fjellkanten because the notion of sniping in this game is it's prevalent, right? There are some powerful behind sniper rifles in this game. You got the M76, you got the SVU, even though that's a pseudo sniper rifle because it's basically a VSS with longer range. And you got the SVD and the M82. Top three, in my opinion, M76, M82, and SVU. The SVD's below all three of them. So if you want a powerful sniper rifle, in my opinion, choose out one of those three. But again, the third one is a pseudo sniper rifle. So, it's on full auto if you really want it to be. And so we're going to go on to Fjellkanten and I'm going to tell you a story, right? This map is how I learned how to snipe. This map is how I learned the HRT. This map is how I learned when to shoot and how high to shoot. Anybody can shoot. All you gotta do is aim and pull the trigger. Anybody can shoot. But it's a matter of when to shoot, and it's a matter of, how high to shoot. But Jet, what do you mean by how high? There is gravity in this game. And you know what gravity does? It drags things just down to the ground. Small things, like bullets. So you gotta compensate for that bullet drop. And if you don't believe me, check out my ZA M76 Long Arm of Death video. There you'll see what it's like to experience bullet drop. But regardless, we're here in the Death Bowl, the center of the Death Bowl, and yet I'm not getting shot at. Mildly anxiety raising. And you see I grab a picture, and yeah, I know exactly where it's at. No problem. Close the door behind me, and boom, red container here. Noted. But I also hear an HRT going off in the distance. So, there's that. Gotta watch out for that, because, that thing has a scope as well. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it. The HRT... No. Never mind. Let me not even say that. SVD is still good. It's better than the HRT. Maybe. But we heard the HRT in the distance. Time safe going off. And... yeah. So, as I'm watching that crashed helicopter and the other side of me, I'm thinking, well, where am I hearing the most gunshots from? To the right of me. And so, it's pretty dangerous to go for the buried cache, knowing that there's two teams fighting at the crashed helicopter. And you see, I'm just going to park myself right here. I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch. And as a matter of fact, there's going to be no objectives in this video. There's going to be none. Because I want you to see what I'm seeing. And now if my objective faded, don't worry, they're going to return. Even though I just said you're not going to see them. They're going to return. But here's the thing. I'm going to be really honest here. The editing app that I use to make y'all videos, I can't zoom in and have an objective up at the same time. I could, but you'll be stuck in that one perspective. So, bear with me. Bear with me. And by the way, did I tell y'all this? I think I told you this in one video. But once I hit 500 subscribers, then y'all will get a new intro and a new outro. Back to the game. I get pinged by PSD. Really alarming. Because I have not found the freaking cache yet. And I don't want to get rushed while digging through dirt. And so I dig through dirt really freaking quickly. Get what I need to get. And leave the parts. Even though I probably should start taking some more of those parts. Destroy the picture, and now we're out of here. We're out of here. But why else would they use a PSD? Well, there are 3 potential reasons. 1, they kill the other team and want to find out who's next on the menu. 2, they're trying to find out the position of the other team. Or 3, they're trying to find out if anybody's sneaking up on them. And you see that right there? Yeah, they're still up there, right? They're still up there. And they're not going to move for a while. And so the reason why they use their PSD is to check where the other team is. But I was closer to them than they were to the other team. So that person pinged me and not the other team. And you see, I'm always keeping eyes on them. I always am, because you never know what they're up to. And yeah, they used 1 PSD, but in case you didn't know, new players, a player can only take 2 PSDs with them. And so since they used 1, I know they're down and they have 3 more left if they took out the maximum stack. And then the detector gets used again. And I believe the detector is actually behind the crashed helicopter. So maybe they're out of PS... No, they're not out of PSDs. I get pinged once again. Right? But here's the thing about a PSD. You don't know where it get pinged from. And so it couldn't have been from that crashed helicopter because people are still fighting over there. Instead, it came from the container. Now, as I'm making a run for the container, or a run to see what's going on at the container, war breaks out, and I'm getting gunshots from 2 different directions. Now I got a choice to make. And I decided to stick to the crashed helicopter. Because... yeah. Right? Somebody's shooting at the container. The container doesn't shoot back. A team fighting a team? Yeah, I can watch that. Actually, that was a whole rap just now. Hey, yo. Mixtape coming out soon. And you see, that's a person with the H-bar T, and they are going ham. Right? They're letting off shots, left, right, and center. And you see I'm watching them. Right? I'm watching them. But you see that tracer just now? I'm taking note of that tracer. But all the while, I'm watching them through my scope. I was watching a documentary called Sniper on the History Channel one time when I was a kid. And dude in the military said, my eye was placed on that scope so much to where I would see it when I sleep. And now I'm like, dang, that's tough. That's tough. And I'm saying that because, low key, it's happening to me. Because I'm like now getting back into the swing of sniping. But you see, I'm keeping tabs on them. And here's the thing. Developers, please fix this glitch. But whenever you have your weapon in your arms, apparently you give off glint. You're not aiming with it, but you still give off glint. I don't know why that's the case. Until that gets fixed, as mortar strikes go off, until that gets fixed, I use the white dot in the middle of my screen to basically keep track of where people are going. Now look, mortar strike just came down, right? That's the guy who did it. That's him right there. But at the same time too, I'm keeping track of another person, a whole nother team. And you see, he's right here. He's right there. Right? It's a matter of keeping tabs on people. And before you even ask, yes, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stare at him. Because I don't want to miss my shot. I want to make sure that, A, they're perfectly still. Man, freaking Santa Claus, hold on. I don't know why that fucker got to be so damn loud, but anyways. Alright, so nothing much has changed. Still watching them. Still watching them, nothing much has changed. If you're screaming at your TV or your phone, Jet, shoot! put yourself in their shoes. If you are engaging another team and all of a sudden you get shot at, what are you going to do? Panic. And yeah, I'm not going to take a shot until I'm absolutely sure it's going to land and hit their body, if not their head. And I'm watching Team B and I'm watching Team A at the helicopter. Team B dropped a mortar strike. Team A is currently sitting in cover. Now, I see the two members that make up Team A. But where's Team B's second member? And remember, Team A is at the helicopter. Team B is opposite the helicopter. And you see, he's looking for Team B. And again, I'm not interfering. I'm letting them think they're safe until I'm absolutely sure I can land a shot. Now, your buddy, put yourself in the shoes of this team now. Your buddy just got shot from across the map. What are you going to do? You're going to panic. Because the entire time you're fighting one team, all of a sudden an unknown bullet from an unknown direction takes out your buddy in the head. But Team B notices this, or the guy who comprises Team B, again, I don't know where his buddy's at, and he goes into aggressive shot. Goes into aggression. And you see, I'm waiting for him to stand still as well. And he moves at a split second. It's alright though. It's okay. Because now, Team B should notice that one less person is aiming at them. And yeah, I know, gunshots attract players, so I'm watching my six, even though that was the only time I've seen that. Now, Team B is smart. Or the guy who makes up Team B is smart. He's shooting at bushes. So maybe he's seen a tracer fly across the screen, and so maybe he thinks that I'm on top of the rim. Yeah, I know, I'm down here. But good try though. Really, really good try. Like, really good educated guess. He shot in the right direction. Just had the wrong altitude. Had the wrong height. Now, again, I'm watching them with the dot in the middle of my screen, and they're making their way up the crashed helicopter. And turns out, both of them are still alive. Both of them. And you see I just zoomed in on one person just now, and his buddy is following close behind him. And so, here is one thing I can't show you due to my editing limited capacity. I'm keeping tabs of two people. One with the scope, and the other one without the scope. You gotta have really good eyes, and really good focus. It's almost like required tunnel vision, but not all the way. You know what I'm saying? How I deal with this, how I deal with sniping, is I'll focus on one dude with my scope and another guy with my white dot in the middle of my screen when my weapon is in my hands. Especially in a team encounter. Because remember, a team is 4 arms, 4 legs, and almost 6 weapons. If not 4. Especially if they're hunters. And so you gotta keep tabs on 2 people, if not 3. And so it's best to not get so focused on one person and realize the bigger picture that is the entire team. Because as soon as you take out one person, you immediately gotta look at his buddy and see what he's gonna do about it. If you get, the perfect scenario like how I did just now, their buddy's not gonna know what the hell to do. But then at the same time too, the team that is engaging the team that you lessened by one man, you gotta see what they're doing as well. They may push, or they may come after you because they see you as a bigger threat. And you see, check that out. They do. They notice that I took out the opposing team's member and one of their members as well. And now they're trying to find out where I'm at. But it's cool though, because I left. Jet, why didn't you loot their bodies? Do you think I'm going to run all the way over there and loot one body, if not try to loot two, while they literally are trying to come together with a search party of one and find out where I'm at, and all I have is a single sniper rifle? Yeah, no. And besides, that's good enough anyway. 7,000 XP? That's good enough anyway. Right? And so, here's my notions on sniping in this game. My first notion is this. Make sure you are aiming at their head. If you take out an M76, if not an M82, you can get away with a body shot at close range, if not the close end of medium range, because they take out people in one hit. But if they're anything but close end of mid range, if not close range, then you gotta aim for their head. You gotta, because you don't want to give them the time to be like, hey, yo, I'm getting shot at. Run behind cover and heal. Once they mess up one time, you make it their final time. Notion number 2. Take into account bullet drop. Your bullet is not going to go where you aim it. It's not. Luckily in this game, there's no horizontal deviation. If that was the case, then boy, talk about a skill floor. But luckily for us, there's only height vertical deviation. So aim a bit higher at far range. Aim a bit higher than where you think the bullet's going to go. And notion number 3, stay put until it's the right time. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. And let me know if you like how I zoomed in. Peace.